Okay, looks like all the streams are going, both the enhanced broadcasting and the test streams I have going to YouTube.
You look like...
Let's hope OBS doesn't freak out when I'm reloading the UI. ESO is incredibly CPU hungry, especially when loading.
So much to do.
Okay, let's go questing.
Is someone up there? I could use some help down here. Hurry, please. I have a natural aversion to danger. The danger is past. Wipe your feet and come inside. So hard to concentrate and maintain schedules when interruptions constantly occur. Don't they know the great gear never pauses in its rotations? So that was you up there. I appreciate the assistance. Daedric entities can be very unpredictable. Logic has very little place in the behavior of Daedra, my hopeful associate. Studying the fabric of reality does tend to attract unwanted attention, but these creatures appeared just before you entered my tower. I wonder, why have you returned? Ah, a modification of my master's old experiments, turning a simple tool into a dangerous weapon. Ingenious! Evil, yes, but also quite brilliant. A tonal inverter should counter it. Uses sound waves to temporarily disrupt the flow of energy. No, of course not. I just invented it. I need proper components to build such a device. My hirelings scour the land for materials all the time. Here's a list. Head out the back door and ask them to direct you to these common dwarven components. I could, but I won't pour 5-year-old Flynn into a cracked decanter. No offense. Suffice it to say, they're fairly common as far as Dwemer components go. Use the list and talk to my former hirelings. I'll build the device the moment you return. The situation is wound dangerously tight, but I believe the gears revolve around you. Once you leave, I should be perfectly safe. Or at least as safe as I ever am in the midst of all these experiments. You, however, stay vigilant, my friend. Hirelings? Yes, they worked for me, before they quit, ungrateful netches. Still, I paid them well before the pistons slipped their alignments. They should know where to find the components. Last I heard, Snorfen and the others were in Molag Mar.
I don't remember there being a
Mortal, do you have a moment?
watchling on this dock.
Let's see. Limbs, mouth closed. Yes, you're immortal. One moment. He had me remember something. Ahem. Brave adventurer, the Infinite Archive requires your aid. Reality warps in its halls, and I, Master Malkest, cannot defend them alone. Master Malkest thought you'd ask that. He said, it is a near infinite vault of books, letters, and records. It holds accounts of what has passed and what may never come to be. Currently, it is besieged by an enemy with unknown motives. Master Malkest didn't anticipate that question. Look, monsters of ink are jumping out of books and attacking us. A Filer Mix is waiting in the Infinite Archive. Master Malkest gave him something for the mortal. Reward of some sort? I don't know what your plan is, but you may not want to be alone when you go in there. The archive isn't as friendly as it used to be. Oh, you'll have to take a portal too. This space right here isn't big enough to hold the Infinite.
Okay, that's interesting. I guess this is how you get to the archive if you don't have the Necrom chapter.
Mortals have libraries, right? Master Malkest mentioned that yours pale in comparison, which isn't surprising since ours are quite dark. The Infinite Archive is large, though. There's a lot for us filers to do. We file. Maybe you don't know what filing is. That's when we find an object and put it in a place where it stays. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I get to decide where things get filed instead of following a system. A mortal, like you. He doesn't file, which made having him around difficult at first, but we came to an understanding. I'll warn you, he's a bit intense, especially since our enemy started attacking us. He even yelled at me. I don't really remember, but it was rude of him. Oh well, I did what he asked. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore, and I can wait out here until the violence settles down.
We're not going to do the Infinite Archive just yet on this character.
I feel like such a puny snowback hiding here in Molag Mar. But you don't want to hear about my troubles. What can this broken Nord do for you? Berylzar. He's the reason I'm a shattered man, doomed to become a cowering sheep like the rest of these pilgrims. All right, let me see that. Arkanthung Stordoms. You can find a Sonance generator there, after you deal with the steam trap. The cursed contraption. I almost had it figured out when a ghost floated up to me. No problem, I think. But then it enters a Centurion. Ghost machines. No sane Nord can fight ghost machines. I dropped my notes and ran as fast as I could. Not just ghosts. Ghosts that possess dwarven machines. I'm through working for that crazy old mage and his clockwork monstrosities. But if you want to get past the steam trap, find my notes and follow the directions.
If you're another pilgrim looking for charity, I suggest you move along. I have neither the time to waste nor the gold to spare. I'm currently between employment, and my own funds have become dangerously depleted. Let me see that. What's that crazy mage need this time? I suppose you could find a manual clockwork shaft in the Nichuleft ruins. But I'd avoid that place if I were you. If the roof doesn't collapse, the constructs will rip you apart. If you insist. Deep in the ruins churns a big machine. When I was there, it sputtered and vibrated, collapsing parts of the ceiling. Lava and rock fell everywhere. You need to get past that and some nasty constructs to retrieve the item. That mage is a menace. Oh, he always paid well, but the places he asked me to go, each was more dangerous than the last. And if I had to hear about the Great Gear one more time... For my own health and sanity, I had to break ties with Barrelzar.
Inebriation bloom. So heft the flask and say a prayer and mountains about to explode.
Damned vampires. I'll find a way to make them pay for what they did to my brother. I swear it on the tribunal and any Daedra willing enough to listen. What do you want? Can't you leave a person to her anger and her grief? He did he? Let me see that list. Well, the crazy old mage always said there were no coincidences. The inversion conduit. I saw one in Galome Deus, right before I barely escaped from those damned vampires. Eager to become cattle for the bloodsuckers? The Burn clan killed my brother. Damn their eyes! The item you seek was in the manufactory, but you'll need a control rod to get a dwarven spider to unlock it for you. Because the mage wanted to send me to the far side of Valdenfell, and I need to remain here. I'm not going anywhere until I make the Burn clan pay for what it did to my brother. If you can kill some of the bastards, that'll be a start.
Ready to try something new, eh? Good. Let's keep those bastards on their toes. You're good.
Well, I'm here. Let's make this quick. If you were just going to do that, why pick it up in the first place?
That's going to be a problem. Sharp reacts negatively to throwing things away.
Always worth stocking up.
What business do you have? You're not welcome here. No. Wait. I've seen you before, haven't I? The Outlander who gained permission to perform the sacred rite to honor the first Ashkans. You may walk freely here. Perhaps you even seek to prove yourself further. These are troubling times. We have the strength and the will to weather any storm, but that does not mean we should turn away potential allies when they make themselves known. If you continue to aid the tribes, perhaps in time I will call you friend. Return to Aldrin. Seek out Xanamu of tribe Zainab. He has a particular fondness for Outlanders and is less likely to try to kill you. From there he can direct you to those who will guide you on the path to becoming a friend of the clans.
Give him a fight. Skill issue. You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither. Easy.
This spider won't give me its treasure, dear brother.
Allow me, my sister. This should open the miserable construct like a ripe fruit.
Good eye.
This quest at Aldruna, I think, might be the daily starter. But let's go see.
It was wise of you to seek the favor of my people. Less so, perhaps, to aid the Hlaalu. But I suppose we shall see what comes of that in time. Is there something I can do for you? I see. Yes, I have been using our time gathered here to urge the other tribes to adapt and make allies. It's vital to prepare if we want to survive the change that's to come. It hasn't been easy. but perhaps you could become a decisive example. Simply show a willingness to help the tribes, or even just a willingness to learn their ways. Go and speak with them. Show them you can be trusted, and you will be rewarded with the favor of the tribes. Meet with the Ashlander tribes. Hear their problems and offer your aid. Show your respect for their traditions, and you will surely find someone willing to speak with you. Help all you can, and let them see not everyone is our enemy.
Enter and be welcome, Outlander. I wonder, however, are you willing to prove your friendship? Daedric shrines, remnants of a better time, dot the land. We seek to preserve the memory of these places. Aid me and gain the favor of the Hlaalu tribe. Cultists have taken control of the shrine of Ashalmuia. They are too strong and numerous to expel, but we must save as many historic relics as possible. Are you up to this task, Outlander? Travel north and west from Aldrin, and seek out the ruins near the coast. Gather whatever relics you can find from the exterior ruins and bring them back to me. Avoid the interior of the shrine, however. The place is cursed.
Outlander, do you? Weakness has no place in Vardenfell. Constantly test yourself and harden your resolve, or this land will devour you. We stay sharp by hunting deadly beasts and claiming trophies from each kill. I wonder, are you up to such a challenge? Our hunters must prove themselves by killing a Kaguti pack leader. We call these rare and powerful beasts King Razor Tusk. Due to the importance of this tradition, novice and veteran hunters alike track them to rekindle the spirit of the hunt. We recently tracked the Kaguti pack east to the other side of Red Mountain. Pick off the members of its pack, and eventually, King Razor Tusk will show its fearsome visage. Just be wary, for the smell of blood will drive it into a frenzy.
Give him a bite.
Yeah.
You say...
The Huntmaster considers you a clan friend? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm just... What is this feeling? Jealousy? Am I jealous? Been on the lookout for that.
Have you only just arrived, or is this you returning? I can't always keep the cogs and pistons in line. Ah, I remember. The components for the tonal inverter. Were you able to acquire them? Impressive. I thought I'd never see you again. That's what usually happens when I employ hirelings to acquire rare and exotic items from dangerous locations. Well, the great gear doesn't dawdle, and neither do I. Hand them over and I'll get to work. One tonal inverter coming up. Connect this, tighten the spring. Don't explode. Almost done. There. Do you like it, my latest creation? I call it the tonal inverter. Did I mention that already? No matter. It should counteract Sotha Seal's modified staff, at least momentarily. I assume you know how to use this, correct? Of course you don't. I just invented it. Honestly. You won't use it anyway, not if you plan to fight the one who wields Sotha Seal's staff. Almost impossible to operate the tonal inverter while also engaged in battle. It's too cumbersome. Sunara, the Blessed Staff? I suppose the name fits, sort of. You'll need someone to assist you, someone you trust. Oh, not me. Too busy, too fragile. But using the tonal inverter is definitely a two-person activity. Easy as scrib jelly pie. One person operates the controls to generate the sound waves. When it reaches the proper pitch, you activate the inverter and discharge its energy to disrupt Sunara's power. Temporarily. Here, I wrote you instructions.
When the hunter returns, the tribe gives thanks. But tell me, Outlander, do we have something to be thankful for? Our King Razor Tusk trophy serves as a great talisman for hunters about to set off into the wild. Our crafters will make good use of this specimen. And for you, this gift. As is our custom when a hunter successfully returns to camp.
Sure, these jobs are a bit out of the way, but they always feel worth doing.
There's an ad break on Twitch, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go get something to drink. Okay, ad break should be over. So let's get back to questing.
Your presence defiles this city, Ashlander. How dare you demand to see our god?
I'm here to help. If you won't listen to me, listen to the Outlander.
Thank the three. The Outlander has returned. Was Barrowsar able to help us? Pay no attention to this Ashlander. She's been blathering on about Lord Vivek's condition and how she can help, but I'm certain it's a trick of some sort. I was just about to have her thrown out of the city, or possibly tossed to the slaughterfish. I know who she is. I still don't trust her, and I refuse to let her anywhere near Lord Vivek. Who knows what an Ashlander would do while the warrior poet is in such a fragile state? A tonal what now? Well, since I can't go with you, but with Lord Vivec requiring my undivided attention, I suppose we'll have to let the Ashlander assist you. Very well. Take her and defeat Chodala. Then bring me his staff so we can restore Vivec.
If that old idiot is what passes for a tribunal leader, it's no wonder the houses are in such disarray. No time to dwell on that, though. I found my brother, and it's worse than I feared. Chodala's quest for power has led him down a dark path. Chodala and his most loyal followers have taken refuge in a ruin called Kaushtarari. It's an ancient shrine devoted to the Daedric prince Malakath. I think my brother plans to ask the God of Curses to help him. It will allow us to stop Chodala? Then of course I'll help you. Since the Tribunal's dogs took my weapons, I'll need to replace them. Meet me at the ruins when you're ready.
Oh, dear Tywin, how I long to see you smile. Ah, love, how cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free.
Oh my god, this guy.
Oh, what does an Outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an Outlander convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an Outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it? Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding Red Star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me. But now, I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
This looks like a quest starter for Necrom. Oh, it's the prologue starter. Okay.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
The Telvanni, such nice people.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic. And they're no good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today. Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed Nixhound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want to know about her? Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck. Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain. Telvanni wizards don't offer their influence and power for something as pedestrian as gold. 3 shells should barely cover the gap while I find another harvester. If that's too steep a price, I suppose we're finished here.
Oh, Tywin, where are you? What I'd give for just a glimpse. Well, did you speak to my mother? What did she say? Knowing her, it's something incredibly unreasonable. 3? 3? That's as many as Tywin manages to find in a month. And she's perfect. No. If Mother found out, she'd never let Tywin go free. Not for any price. It's an unreasonable sum. But the fact that she asked for Red Star shells might work in our favor. I've been training a Nixhound to help Tywin so she can spend more time with me instead of in that vile swamp. Aside from the Fetch a Fly incident, Nixie's got a solid track record. I'm certain she won't let us down. She's around here somewhere. Nixhounds vanish when they're afraid, and Nixie's a bit skittish. She'll head off toward the water after I call her. Look around the shorelines, and you'll probably find her digging up shells. Just go where she points. Come on, Nixie, show yourself! There you are. Nixie, go find star shells. Show this nice person where they are.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop! Who are you? These are given lands, you know. Take any star shells from this beach and you'll have them to reckon with. He sent you here. To what, spy on me? To find I can't even find privacy out in this forsaken muck. Because this is the one place I'm permitted to go that he's too afraid to follow. Out here, I don't have to endure his constant fawning or pretend not to see him watching me out of the corner of my eye. Love! I'm a slave and he's my master, or as close as makes no difference. I wouldn't so much as smile in his direction if it didn't spare me the rod. Tell me why he has you gathering Red Star shells. What's he up to now? Gods, no. Fear of his mother's wrath is the only reason I can keep him at arm's length. If he's getting this bold, I have to get out of here. What Lonus wants for me isn't freedom. You really want to free me. Help me get away from these people. Faris keeps my servitude obligation hidden in a house. Steal it for me. I can forge his signature. It won't be perfect, but it should hold up well enough to get me out of Tilvani lands. I don't want to be bought. I want to be free. After all Faris and Lonus have taken from me, I don't want them to profit from my release. At least let me cost them.
We're obviously going to help Terwin.
Is it always this crowded?
Get out! You heard me! Step lively!
Do I have to summon a guard? Can't hold out much longer.
I don't want trouble, but you need to go.
See, you're leaving the estate. You decided not to help me, didn't you? I knew I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. You really did it. You... What's the catch? What do you expect for this? I don't know what to say. I was resigned to my fate before you showed up. Hardly seems real. Maybe it isn't. Not until I'm staring at the shores of the Somerset Isles. I'll need it. You didn't ask for anything, but I want you to have this. Just the gold I managed to hide away over the years, minus what I'll need for passage. Not payment, a gift. For a friend. Goodbye, and thank you so much.
Hey! Get away from her! You'll ruin everything!
Shut up, you slavering jackal. You see this? I'm free.
Tywin, I was supposed to free you. I was going to take your hand in marriage. It was going to be perfect. You ruined it!
Listen to me, you little swit. I'm not your plaything, never was and never will be. I'd sooner lie with the maggots than share your bed.
That can be arranged! When I tell Mother about this, you'll wish you'd never spurned me! You'll beg! You will beg!
That was liberating. Don't worry, I know these lands better than they ever will. Thanks again.
Useful. Hold on to that.
Here we are, on the Furious One's bloody doorstep, preparing to enter a Daedric ruin to try to stop my brother's march toward power. I hope that device you mentioned really can counter the invulnerability granted by the staff, Sunera. Well, that's larger than I expected, but it looks simple enough to operate. I suppose it's better that I work the device. I'm not sure I'm capable of attacking Chodola. He's still my brother, no matter how dangerous his beliefs have become. I'll help you counter the effects of Sunera. Maybe once we neutralize it, Chodola will listen to reason. I know that's probably just wishful thinking. I'll settle for finding out who tempted Chodola with that damn staff. Go ahead. Ask your questions. Then head into the ruins. I'll be right behind you. It's true, I have no love of the Tribunal. I also have no stomach for a war between my people and the Great Houses. Too much blood would be spilled to no good end. Even Azura proclaims that my brother must be stopped. I'll help you in any way I can. Malakath's an evil god, the Daedric Prince of curses and broken promises. Perhaps that's why Chodola has sought him out. The prophecy of the Nerevarine was Chodola's to fulfill before it was wrenched away from him. Perhaps, but I don't think so. The Oathbreaker prefers a more direct approach. He isn't one to hide behind convoluted schemes and plots. Still, if Malakath agrees to support my brother, we'll have one more problem to deal with. The tribes rejected him. Azura set her face against him. Now Chodola's seeking aid wherever he can find it. That makes him more desperate than I imagined, and more dangerous. Why he decided to solicit Malakath, the god of curses, I have no idea.
Never a dull moment.
Over there! Those red exiles. They've been slaughtered.
Chodola, he's gone mad. Sought to make a deal with a Daedric prince. Chodola appealed to Malakath, but the god of curses rebuked him. Killed us all. Said Chodola already served another. He went deeper into the ruins, into Malakath's shrine.
These creatures, they don't belong to Malakath. Another prince's power is at work here.
You dare refuse me, Malakath? I am the Nerevarine!
Chodola, brother, stop this madness!
You bring this outlander to kill me, sister? You can't harm me! I have a powerful patron on my side!
The staff protects him. You can't hurt him until we use the tonal inverter. I need a moment to get this working.
What is that? No matter. You are no longer worth my time.
Stop him! They serve the Prince of Bargains. Keep them busy while I finish this. The tonal inverter is ready. Stand in the field and focus the wave.
My protective shield! What have you done? I'll destroy all of you for this!
Azura, we've dealt with the false Nerevarine, just as you commanded. That was harder than I expected. Chodala was so angry, so full of rage, not like himself at all. Still, I can't believe I helped kill my own brother. I know that! It was either Chodala or the lives of hundreds of Dunmer. All because he convinced himself he was the Nerevarine. Or someone convinced him. Either way, my brother is dead, and the Cavern of the Incarnate has another resident. Take Sunara, and I'll meet you back in Vivec City. Your Archcanon made it quite clear that the staff was the key to saving Vivec. I need to take care of my brother's remains. Then we'll be done here.
Over here. I'm sure we both know. I've got what you need.
I don't have to go, you know. I can help clean things up around here. I know how to keep a low profile. This isn't up for debate. You're going.
Red Mountain's particularly active.
Oh, this is terrible. Lord Vivek collapsed. Tell me, Outlander, were you able to defeat Chodola? Have you brought me a staff? I'm afraid Lord Vivek may not last much longer. And just in time. According to my calculations, with every use of Sunara, Chodola drained more energy from Lord Vivek. It almost killed him. We can use this staff to save Vivek. Just plant it in the floor, and the power will return to him. Perfect! It's working just as I expected.
What are you doing? It's killing him!
What did you expect? That's the point of all this, after all.
I've powered up the tonal inverter. Activate the wave!
You're too late. I see it now, the Clockwork City. Look at what Barbas found for you, Master.
Or twist.
I knew something was wrong as soon as I approached the palace. I could feel it in my bones. I was on my way here when Azura showed me a vision. I saw Sunara killing Vivek. Even without Chodola, that damn staff is dangerous. I don't think that thing was ever the Archcanon. It called itself Barbas. As an Ashlander, I'm more familiar with Daedric lore than most of the elves of the Great Houses. Beyond that, I've made a study of the most prominent Daedric princes. Because Barbas is a loyal servant of the Daedric prince, Clavicus Vile. I'm not an expert on the Prince of Bargains, but it seems to me that this was all part of some grand plan. Perhaps Vivek can explain things better than I can.
Azura's champion is correct. That was Barbas, faithful hound of Clavicus Vile, a shapeshifter. He killed the Archcanon, took his place. Chodola sought the seal's device, impersonating Tarvas. It was all part of some elaborate plan. That was simply a consequence. We needed tribunal energy to locate the Clockwork City. I was the easiest target. If Barbas enters Sotha Seal's city, disaster will follow. I appreciate your help, but I must conserve what remains of my energy.
What happened? Oh, by the three, Lord Vivek looks terrible. Where's Archcanon Tarvas? He always seems to know what to do in situations like this. Barbas? The Daedric Hound? Wait, I don't understand any of this. But if Lord Vivek's energy has been depleted, then the Moonlit, Red Mountain... My gods! All of Vardenfell's in danger! If only there was a way to give Lord Vivek some energy... Wait! That's it! A blessing stone!
Find the Overseer and retrieve another stone from the construction site. Oh, please, hurry. I've never seen Lord Vivec in such a desperate state. I expect the Overseer's near the unfinished cantons, watching out for looters. When people panic, they're capable of anything. And with all the chaos going on outside, the Overseer closed the construction site. Get her key and bring back a stone. Someone has to take care of Lord Vivec. I'll make the preparations necessary to return the power and the Blessing Stone to him. I'm really operating above my station here. I'm not the Archcanon, after all. Then again, neither was Tavis, I suppose. I'm not sure, but our first priority must be to restore some of the Lord Vivec's energy. After that, he can tell us what we need to do next. Did Barbas give any indication as to why he did this to Lord Vivec? Sotha Seal's private domain. It said that the place holds the secret to remaking Nirn. I suppose that would interest Barbas and his master, Clavicus Vile. But Clockwork City can wait. The moonlit hanging above us, not so much. A few moments ago, Red Mountain erupted and the moonlit above the city dropped dangerously low in the sky. I assume that was when Lord Vivec's energy was depleted. If we don't find a way to restore some of his power, and soon, Vvardenfell is doomed.
The moonlit! It's raining fire from the sky!
Lord Vivec, save us!
Get out of there!
That was too close.
Shiralas, where are you? It's too dangerous. My wife decides to run out and chase some damned looters in the middle of a disaster. Who does that sort of thing? You'd think Lord Vivec's Overseer would have a clearer head. She ran into the unfinished cantons. She's been beating herself up over the fact that they're behind schedule, but she won't do anyone any good if she gets herself killed. My wife's tough as nails, but she's no warrior.
We barely got out of there alive. I can't believe the Overseer's still in there. What's she going to do when the Canton sinks into the bay? Yes, the Overseer ran in there when she saw the looters. We tried to follow, but then the moonlit began raining fire, ash, and chunks of rock. Last I saw, she was chasing the looters into the far Canton. Greed is a powerful motivator. We left tools and materials just sitting around, unprotected, when the priests ordered everyone to get off the streets. The looters happily risk their lives if there's a profit to be made.
Still, you damned looter! No one steals from Lord Vivec! Another looter! You want a taste of my steel, too? No, wait. I remember you. You borrowed one of our blessing stones. Well, the Archcanon returned it after Lord Vivec was finished with it, so no need to fret about that.
That's impossible! We installed the blessing stone back in its canton and finished construction on that section a short time ago. Wait a moment. Does this have something to do with the chunks of rock raining down on the city?
I suppose you're in luck, then. We happen to have another blessing stone. It's at the third canton. Here. This key will open the door to that portion of the construction site. Just watch out for more looters, and the rocks falling out of the sky. Verona? Was she still angry with me? No, you don't have to answer that. I know my wife. I'll head back and let her know I'm all right. Tell Lord Vivek he can have our blessing stone, as long as he promises to do something about Bar Dao.
Red Mountain! It's erupting!
You've returned. It sounds like the city is falling apart out there, so there isn't much time. Were you able to get another blessing stone? We need to restore some of Lord Vivek's energy before the moonlit falls out of the sky. Perfect. I can feel Lord Vivek's essence inside it. I hope I remember how to do this. You'd better stand back, just in case. Hang on, Lord Vivek.
Sweet energy, like a sip of water for a thirsty man.
Oh, thank the three. Lord Vivek looks better already. Of course, the Blessing Stone is only a temporary measure. We still need to determine what to do about Barbas and the stolen energy. As Lord Vivek has written, the bravest heart never falters. You are truly Vivek's champion. I didn't know if the Blessing Stone was going to work, but I appreciate your help. Now go and talk to Lord Vivek. I'm sure he has a plan to share with us.
Outlander, my time grows short. Clarity emerges, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Barbas must have replaced the Archcanon weeks ago. All to set the wheels in motion to steal my divine energy. Every move has a purpose. Stealing my energy sowed discord and disaster throughout the land, and ultimately revealed the location of the Clockwork City. If Barbas and his master can bypass the wards and enter Sothasil's domain. Clavicus Vile distracted me, weakened me, all to locate the Clockwork City. Perhaps we require a Daedra to fight a Daedra. Azura's champion, Saren, in Archcanon's office. Seek guidance from her patron. But hurry. My time grows short.
Outlander, over here. I've been trying to find something that makes sense of all.
Mortal, the Lady of Twilight has words for you. So Vivek deigns to ask for help. I foresaw such an event, but scarcely believed it. Listen well, for if you continue to perform flawlessly, we might yet thwart the efforts of Clavicus Vile and his hound, Barbas. Just as I anticipated, the mysteries reveal that Barbas seeks to enter the Clockwork City. So far, Sotha's sealed wards have impeded him, but the Hound has Sunra. You must beat him to the prize, the reservoir that holds Vivek's stolen energy. Such knowledge has been hidden even from me, mortal. But I know someone who can provide you with the means to travel to Sotha Seal's creation. Stand back, and I shall summon the Mage of Cogs and Gears.
Interesting. That shouldn't have happened. Where in oblivion am I?
Mage, this mortal speaks with the authority of the Mother's Soul.
Interesting. Summoned by a Daedric prince and her mortal mouthpiece. I was right in the middle of a crucial experiment. But I suppose I can spare a few clicks of the cogs for Azura and my erstwhile assistant. So, did you break the tonal inverter? No, not going to happen. No offense to the Lady of Twilight, but Sotha Seal was quite adamant about keeping the place hidden and warded against the Daedra. Wait. Pistons fall into place. This concerns Sunara and Lord Vivek, I presume. Barbas, another Daedra. Thinking. So the Seal's forgotten tools modified to steal Vivek's energy, which in turn energized the Clockwork City. Lit it up like the top of Red Mountain. Even Vile's dog would be able to see that. What is Barbas after? Wait. Gears click into place. The reservoir! You need to reach the reservoir that contains Vivek's stolen energy before Barbas. I can get us to the entrance in Set's vault, beneath the Mournhold Temple. Ready to go? You'll need my help. I know the city almost as well as Sotha Seal. Follow me. I think the Hound used Sunara to get inside. We have to hurry. Daedra! Vile creatures of chaos! Deal with them!
Time to get small. Whee!
Over here! Don't let the hound see you.
Oh, my favorite dupe has finally arrived! Oh dear.
You can talk to the Daedric Lord if you want.
Me, I've got Sodera.
The maintenance junction.
You may not believe this, but I really am happy to see you. I grew rather fond of you while I inhabited that dreadful dark elf form. Now you get to see me in all my glory. And soon, you'll be able to witness my greatest achievement.
I liked Barbas more when it was just a dog. Although I guess that hasn't happened yet.
I'm going to bring my master's grandest plan ever to fruition. You'll be so proud of me. Just stay out of my way and enjoy the show. I promise it will be highly entertaining. Worried about the archcanon? The poor old man. He died in his sleep, all peaceful-like. I saw an opportunity and leapt right in. Stupid Vivek. He never even noticed. I was masterful in the role, though. Don't you agree? My master has been trying to find this place for the longest time. He actually set the ball rolling. I saw an opportunity to improve his plan and make it better, so I took the initiative. This will get me back in my master's good graces, you'll see. Oh, yes, indeed. The grandest! My master and his partner seek to... Oh, no. Bad, Barbas. I almost gave away the surprise. Oh, you're a tricky one, you are. But my master will be so pleased that I stepped in and made his plan even better. Nice chat, but I've got to run. I've got a barrel of Vivek energy to collect.
That should take care of the defenses, at least the most dangerous ones. I disabled most of the defenses in this section, but Sotha Seal installed numerous safeguards. I advise caution just in case. Barbas is ahead of us, but I know many paths through the city. We're just like the fox that chased the hound. With my help, the probability calculates in your favor, but you must keep moving. The hound won't dawdle. Unless he comes upon an interesting smell, or a tree. Since we know Barbas's ultimate destination, I can open routes he can't access. Most of them. Might be a random contraption or a wandering factotum still out there. And if Barbas smuggles in more Daedra, the other defenses will become active. Clear the path while I open the route. Then I'll catch up and join you. Is right. Yeah.
You good? Of course you are.
All done. Much run. No one ever catches the hound. You are persistent, I'll give you that. Looks like you need more staffing.
Dangerous tricks. No matter. There's another path back the other way.
Watch your head!
Look, Master! The Vex toy found a way through just like you said! But Barbas has Sunara! What does the Vex toy have?
The Vex toy.
Master, I'm Polestar Gold! With the Vex energy, I can open a portal and...
Pray this works, my hound, for you interfered with a plan that wasn't intended for the likes of you.
When you're familiar with those fabricants, follow me. Beautiful, isn't it? One of Sotha Seal's favorite atelier. I think Barbas is already inside. That's the atelier behind me. Not only is this the workshop where Sotha Seal experimented with divine energy, it also houses one of the reservoirs that can be used to power the entire city. A reservoir currently filled with Vivek's energy. Almost certainly, Sunara led him right to it. It won't take the Hound long to figure out how to access Vivek's stolen energy. Then he'll try to open a portal for his master, Clavicus Vile. Maybe. Probably. It's a distinct possibility. Certainly the Hound and his master think so. Whether it will actually work or not, you have to go in there and stop him. The danger's too great to ignore. No, that's inadvisable. The atelier has defenses. You have no idea what it will do if it marks one of Sotha Seal's apprentices as an enemy. Neither do I. You go. I'll use the controls over there and help you from out here.
You can't stop me if the defenses won't let you in.
Give them everything you've got.
Southern torsion clutch activated. Open that vault and destroy its defenses. Controls responsive now. Open the north vault and destroy its defenses. Final clutch is active. Open it and enter the energy reservoir. Range fluctuations ahead. Barbas is manipulating the energy reservoir. Hurry!
I've turned this contrivance into a portal machine! Like my new armor? I wanted to wear something special when I kill you. Here, let me give you a taste of divine power.
can feel it! Clavicus file is almost here! Seize Sonora! Then retrieve Lord Vivek's energy from the reservoir conduit. Lots of interference. Makes it difficult to lock onto the destination. I'll go ahead and stabilize the connection.
Such a good and faithful hound. You have done enough for now. So, you're the mortal who gave my poor dog so much trouble. I suppose we should have a chat, you and I. How dare you discipline my dog? He was only trying to appease his master, and I'd never harm a hair on whatever insignificant creature you hold dear. You, on the other hand, require a lesson in manners. Indeed, what ambition! As you can see, Barbas isn't a bad dog. He does get easily excited and overzealous. He embellished my plans somewhat, but it all worked out in the end. And we found the Clockwork City. This little flea thinks it's smart, but my plans are beyond its comprehension. Still, by delaying the inevitable, you caused my associates and I some trouble. You'll stay here until you're no longer a threat. How does a few decades sound to you?
Let's go.
Quiet, dog! Haven't you... Wait. Who dares intrude upon my lesson?
Found you! Over here! Oh. Clavicus file! This isn't good. I lost you somewhere between the Clockwork City and Vivek. But it was simple enough to trace your energy signature to this Daedric shrine. Unfortunately, some power is interfering with my efforts to open a portal for you. That would be unfortunate for you. Luckily, you have me to assist you. Well, me and Sonora. Expend a small amount of Vivek's energy at the statue, and that should provide enough of a distraction for me to pull you out of there.
Begone, meddling wizard! That stings, little flea!
That actually worked. Well, glad to see you're still alive, Assistant.
Hurry, Outlander. Vivek is nearly spent.
My time draws to a close. Were you successful? Can you restore my energy? So you retrieved my stolen energy. You stopped Barbas. Now, return what is rightfully mine. To quote my 75th exhortation, certainty is the brother of fear. Nothing is certain, but I have confidence in you, in what you have done. Use the staff. Return my energy, or not. In a little while, it won't matter. Use Sunara, and restore my energy.
Praise Vivek, his energy is restored.
Remarkable. No Ordinator or Armiger could have done any better. You uncovered a Daedric spy in our midst, brought a living god back from the brink of death, and saved all of Vardenfell. Well done, my friend. As my next sermon shall proclaim,
Modesty is the false cloak of a flatterer, or the sincere garment of the humble. Again, you have my gratitude, and that of all my people. Indeed, even those who rail against the Tribunal owe you their lives. You have done much for me and for Vardenfell. But as the warrior says, do not think the battle is over when the enemy is dead. The hearts and minds of the people must also be won. I must ask you for one more service. Gratitude is its own reward, I once told the crowds in Ebonheart. But I found that some of my followers appreciate something more tangible. Help me reward those who aided in the saving of Vardenfell, so we can reassure my people. To start, retrieve the Archcanon's signet from the Hall of Wisdom. It is time to appoint a new head priest. I shall gather my people and meet you at my statue on the central canton. It shall be a glorious ceremony, my friend. One last task before your service ends, my friend. Rejoice. You cursed the darkness with good reason. Now praise the return of the light. The eyes and ears of the warrior poet returns, and just in time for the gathering crowd. Were you able to locate the Archcanon's signet? Continue to guard it, for it represents not only my loyal servant Tarvis, but also the past and future of my priesthood. And take this as well, to aid you in your next task. You have been my eyes and ears in the world. Now be my hands. Within the modest sack resides gifts for my faithful servants. Blessings from me, though I would have you deliver them. You served me in adversity. Now join me in celebration. As I call forth my faithful, reach into the sack and give them the first thing you find. They shall hear my words of praise and gratitude, while it shall be your hand that rewards them. Are you ready, friend of Vivec? Overseer Shiralas, step forth. Overseer Shiralas, you sacrificed your blessing stones to aid the warrior poet. Well done. Take these recharged stones and finish building my city, after relaxing with your patient wife.
Thank you, Lord Vivec. I shall do as you ask.
Barrels up. Approach. Your knowledge of the mysteries of my brother Sotha Seal and the intricate twists and turns of portal magic were invaluable. Take this, and use it well to further your experiments.
Gemstones, filled with a tiny fraction of divine energy. Amazing and so very generous. With careful tuning, this could improve portal magic 100-fold. Thank you.
Canon Levoul, kneel before me.
Was that... Did Lord Vivec summon me?
Archcanon Tarvis served us well until his death. But when I was most in need of assistance, Canon Levoul rose to the occasion. Now rise once more as Archcanon Levoul.
My lord, I'm not worthy. but I shall endeavor to become so. Thank you, and I can't wait to inform my ancestors.
In every poem, it's the last stanza that holds the most meaning. Once a stranger to our land, now a friend forever. Step forward. You come before me with an empty sack, but have no fear. As I have written, treat your enemies well, and your friends even better. Know that I consider you to be a very good friend. Will you accept the honor I'm about to bestow upon you? Then let it be known that from this moment forth, you shall be called the Champion of Vivec, and along with my thanks, take this modest reward. I foresee even greater achievements in your future. But for now, be content to be the hero of Morrowind. Now go forth and rejoice.
Me? Among all these fine people? When I received Lord Vivec's summons, I didn't even change my clothes. I feel honored and embarrassed all at once.
I am honored to attend such a prestigious event, and in such a lovely city too. You know, this trip has helped me realize that I haven't seen enough of Tamriel. There's nothing stopping me from visiting great cities like this one, thanks to you.
I can't believe this. Lord Vivec right in front of me. The living god himself. I hope I don't embarrass myself. Do you think I might embarrass myself? You know, I think I'll just stand here, perfectly still, without moving. That would be good.
I may not consider him to be a true deity, but Vivec doesn't seem to be an entirely bad sort. I'll be heading back to my tribe soon. I'm glad we got a chance to see each other again before I take my leave. I lost my brother to ambition and became the champion of Azora. From that point of view, I suppose I'm doing as well as can be expected. I'll return to the tribes, pick up where Chodola and I left off, before he decided he was the Nerevarine. Not directly, but I do have a sense that malignant forces are gathering on the plains of Oblivion. But that could just be the scrib jelly and cheese I ate for lunch. Farewell, Outlander. May the Queen of the Night Sky guide you on your travels.
How much longer do I need to stay here? Social situations have never been my strong suit. I want to get back to my tower and experiment with this wonderful gift Vivec bestowed upon me. I already have ideas how to improve magical transportation.
Oh, it's you. Well, I suppose any friend of Lord Vivec's can be forgiven for inadvertently pushing a famous author and explorer into a dank, dark well. Just understand that I will not be mentioning you in my next book.
I'm not surprised to see you here, not one bit. I'm sure you'll continue to do great things for Vardenfell. You should come visit Tel Moro when you have the chance, though Mistress Drotha has been rather odd about visitors lately.
May Arcade drive back the darkness, forevermore.
Archcanon? I don't think I'll ever get used to that. Still, it's been a grand adventure, hasn't it, my friend? I suppose if I could survive everything that happened, I can certainly serve as the High Priest to Lord Vivec. How hard could it be?
A vacation. I don't think Shiralas has taken time off since we got married. I hear Seydanine is beautiful this time of year. Maybe we could take a cruise up the coast.
I've never been fond of the living gods, so I consider this a punishment. The first of many meaningless tasks the Grand Master will give me until he determines that I've suffered enough for the Vea debacle. Oh, how I long for a nice, juicy writ.
I had no idea you were in Lord Vivec's good graces. Perhaps you could put in a good word for me. I'm currently in negotiations with House Redoran about rebuilding a settlement. And have no fear, I'll keep my end of the bargain with the Ashlanders.
Well, that's the main quest in Vardenfell done. I guess we'll do Clockwork next, since it's the next in the story that Vardenfell belongs to. Interesting, I haven't seen this before, but also it's summoned it in the stairwell, so... Guess I'll just do some inventory and then...
I don't have to go, you know.
Probably going...
Clean things up around here. I know how to...
You're out of position.
This isn't up for debate. You're going.
But yeah, I think that's it for now.